E aí, pessoal, hoje a gente vai assistir, na verdade, reagir aqui os Power Levels de Naruto vs Sasuke over the anos. Anos assim, gente. Bom, a gente vai ver dois vídeos desse. Porque tem dois vídeos. Esse daqui é o vídeo mais recente de 7 meses atrás, né? 6 de janeiro, lá no começo do ano. É que a gente já tá acabando o ano. Então, sem enrolações, já vou deixar o like aqui. E também já sou inscrito pra quem que quer saber se eu sou inscrito ou não. E também esqueci de ativar o sininho, né? Então, bora lá. Bora, né? Coloquei até deixando pra vocês.
Hi guys, Anime Scale here. Now, today we're doing another one of this channel's
Oi pessoal, eu acho que ele quis dizer. Oi pessoal, Anime Scale aqui. Agora estamos fazendo mais um dos vídeos mais pedidos.
requested
Naruto.
videos. Naruto vs Sasuke.
Naruto vs Sasuke. É tipo uma luta do século, porque é o Sasuke, o Uchiha mais forte do mundo, com os anos mais apelão do mundo, e também reencarnação de Indra. E Naruto, o personagem mais forte do mundo e o Uzumaki mais forte do mundo. Princesa de Shishuri, que dá 9 caudas, sendo o mais forte de todo o anime. Bom, é tipo assim, Naruto ganha. Sou do time Naruto. Você é time Naruto ou time Sasuke? Coloca nos comentários. Eu sou do time Naruto. Naruto sola. Naruto sola, rapaziada. Naruto sola. Mesmo não sendo um pouco do Sasuke lá no clássico, mas Naruto ganha.
I have already made this video in the past, but things have changed.
Agora eu já fiz um vídeo passado.
And we have new forms to go over. So strap in, and let's get into it.
Vamos lá.
There isn't really a lot to go over here. Sasuke was a genius, while Naruto...
Com legenda ou sem? Sem legenda. Aqui ele já é do Genin, esse daqui é da estudante da Academia Ninja. Essa é boa,
was just a very loud kid. Sasuke already knew jutsus like the fireball technique, something Naruto had no answer for. Even in taijutsu, Sasuke was way stronger, as every flashback from this time has shown. Sasuke takes this fight without even breaking a sweat. New jutsus like the fireball technique, something Naruto had no answer for. Even in taijutsu, Sasuke was way stronger, as every flashback from this time has shown. Sasuke takes...
Tá com 400 do Naruto na Academia Ninja, bem fraquinho, né? O Sasuke já é estudante da academia aqui, ó, né, a academia. Ele já é de um nível de Genin, cara, por causa da sua força, né, gente? O Naruto tá no nível Academia Ninja e o Sasuke já tá no modo Genin.
This fight without
já tá no nível
even breaking a sweat.
Força, né?
In the Land of Waves arc, Sasuke was still...
Estou cheio de moda na cabeça. De tanto que eu joguei hoje na Minecraft. No nível Genin, já tá no nível Genin. O Sasuke já é de Chunin. Na verdade ele é Genin, cara. Porque ele simplesmente pelo seu nível de força, que eu acho que ele vai vir aí agora, né? Ele é muito forte.
much stronger and more capable than Naruto. This was most obvious when...
O Sasuke de 2 tomou e 1 tomou. É tipo o Sasuke lá na batalha contra a Haku, que ele tem o Sharingan de 2 tomou e o outro Sharingan não tomou, né, rapaziada? Ele evoluiu o seu Sharingan ao longo desse flashback aí, né, rapaziada?
was holding his own against 2 Chunins all by himself, while all Naruto could do was be paralyzed in fear. All of this was without using his Sharingan at all. With his Sharingan, this fight would be even easier, as even Naruto's shadow clones wouldn't really be a big deal anymore. All of this changes if Naruto...
Castema! É por causa que não passou, é por causa que ele não coloca o áudio do Naruto fora. Castema! Daquele O Naruto aí já acaba com o Sasuke aí, porque ele tá com o chakra da Kyuubi, né? É um outro chakra da Kyuubi lá na batalha contra a Haku. Kyuubi chakra.
Into the power of the Nine Tails. With its chakra, Naruto is not only stronger and faster than Sasuke, but he can also heal quickly from most injuries, making him a force to be reckoned with. Even with his 1 and 2 Tomo Sharingan, Sasuke couldn't even keep up with Aku, the same Aku who Naruto easily defeated with a single punch. Remember that Aku was stated to be even stronger than Zabuza, so you understand how big the gap is between this version of Naruto and Sasuke. We're going to skip the first part of the Chunin exams and go straight to the finals. Here, Naruto was a much more capable ninja than he was at the start, holding his own against Neji, a Yuga prodigy in his own right. Unfortunately, Sasuke at this point was much stronger. After training with Kakashi, Sasuke was ridiculously fast, to the point where he was at least as fast as weightless Lee. It's likely Naruto wouldn't even be able to react to anything that Sasuke could do to him. And Sasuke could do a lot. Besides being much faster and stronger, Sasuke now knew the Chidori, a crazily powerful assassination technique that was way more than overkill for the exams. Being both faster and having an easier way to kill Naruto, if it came down to it, Sasuke takes this fight hands down. Even if we take into account what little of the Kyuubi's chakra Naruto could use at this point, the gap between him and Sasuke is simply too much. This would, however, be a much more even fight, but I can't really see Sasuke not winning this in the end. The main reason Naruto...
Desculpa pelo spoiler, mas simplesmente lá na luta do Naruto versus do Neji, o Naruto não tinha chakra, por causa que o Neji tinha tocado em todos os nos pontos de chakra, daí ele tava sem chakra mesmo, não podia usar chakra. E como só tinha a chakra da Kyuubi lá, que é a Kurama, ele tentou usar o chakra da Kurama, saiu o chakra, ficou sem chakra aí. Entendeu? Daí ele meio que saiu vencedor nessa luta.
So beat Neji at all is that the Nine Tails chakra directly counters the Yuga's fighting style, and Sasuke would have a lot less trouble dealing with this.
Chakra da
This just gets worse when we remember that Sasuke is still holding back. Using the first stage of his curse mark, Sasuke is now yet again faster and stronger than he was before, making any fight even more lopsided. Still, Naruto has always shined and evolved when it really came down to it. And we saw this when he had to take down Gaara all by himself. Gaara had halfway transformed into the One Tails and was so strong that even Sasuke couldn't deal with him anymore. That's when Naruto stepped in, and with his friends on the line, he managed to get much stronger than he was before. Using his 2K barrage, he managed to put down the rampaging Jinchuriki for a while, much more than Sasuke managed to do while in CM1. Things get even more ridiculous after Gaara gets completely taken over by the One Tails. A tail beast, even the weakest one, is well beyond the pay grade of most Jonin. This massive beast would have easily squashed not only Sasuke like a bug, but also a good chunk of the Leaf Village. Still, Naruto had an ace up his sleeve for even this situation. He summoned Gamabunta, the strongest Toad summon. Gamabunta is no joke, having momentarily held down even the Nine Tails at one point. He was no joke here either, going toe-to-toe with Shikaku, long enough for Naruto to knock some sense into Gaara. This is an entirely new level of power, and Sasuke would have absolutely no chance against this version of Naruto. That's, after all, half the reason he tried leaving the village, since Naruto was quickly leaving him behind in terms of strength.
Nem a marca de maldição fase 2 lá do Naruto versus Naruto Sasuke e acabar com o Gamabunta é muito forte, cara. Rasengan Shidori. É lá no episódio, né? Inclusive, tem uma coisa aqui, uma playlist Naruto dublado. Lá tem um vídeo que mostra o Rasengan versus o Shidori lá. Que desafiar o Naruto. Vai ver lá, rapaz. Mas se você não quer explorar, não quer assistir ainda, não tá lá. Beleza, só assistir esse vídeo aqui, beleza? 40 mil e 37 mil. Rasengan é superior ao Shidori. Perde até pro youtuber lá de fogo.
Valley of the Ends. Here Sasuke was able to use much more of the curse mark than he had ever before. To the point where the mark was starting to fuse with his body. He was much stronger, being able to toss Naruto across the river with a single punch. Naruto was hopelessly outmatched in taijutsu, and Sasuke hadn't even used his Sharingan yet. If it had to be any more obvious, then the two had a Rasengan Chidori clash, and Sasuke pierced Naruto. Naruto would have died there and then if he didn't have the Kyuubi's chakra healing him. This is when... Naruto tapped into the Kyuubi's chakra a lot more than the one that used against Neji. This made Naruto way stronger to the point where Sasuke had to fight him seriously. Sasuke ended up having to use his Tsutomu Sharingan, but it was already too late. Naruto was still just too fast and too strong for him to deal with. He was so ridiculous that he managed to blow away one of Sasuke's fireballs using just a shout. This pushed Sasuke to finally unlock the third tomo of Sharingan. Sasuke couldn't keep up with Naruto at all before, but now he could finally keep up with his movements. The increased foresight coupled with his speed let him start fighting back against Naruto, to the point where their fight was a lot more even. It's hard to say who was stronger here, but Sasuke definitely did seem like he...
já consegue acabar com Naruto, porque ele consegue ver lá, vamos lá no Naruto clássico, que no Naruto ele consegue ver, ele não consegue, porque o Sasuke 3 Tomoe, ele consegue ver a velocidade que Naruto vai com o chakra da Kyuubi, daí ele consegue desviar, né, das caras.
At the edge, at least barely. Naruto, however, kept on drawing more and more of the Kyuubi's chakra until he eventually ended up entering his one cloak form. This cloak is much stronger than anything he'd ever shown before. Not only was he faster and stronger like we'd expect, but he also had some new moves. He can use the Kyuubi's chakra to make giant chakra limbs, giving him even more destructive power than he had before. Sasuke was now completely outmatched yet again, and he had to pull out his final trump card if he didn't want to die instantly. This came in the form of Sasuke unlocking the final stage of his curse mark. This new form completely changed Sasuke's appearance as the curse mark mutated his body. In CM2, he was finally able to keep up with Naruto again. Now, this is the closest fight we've had so far, but we all remember how it ended. While they might have looked equal, the iconic Rasengan Chidori clash had only one winner. Sasuke tanked the blow much better than Naruto did, who ended up passing out. Sasuke was completely exhausted after the fight, but he did come out on top and ended up leaving the village. Now we have the two after the 3 years time skip, and this is the easiest matchup so far. While Naruto did spend 3 years training and did end up much stronger, at the end of the day, all he really had were taijutsu, shadow clones, Rasengan, and a little-sized Odama Rasengan. Sasuke had learnt a lot more over the time skip, to the point where he could completely destroy this version of Naruto. Sasuke was probably a Kage-level ninja and was more than capable of taking out all of Team 7 at once, Yamato included. He was so strong that Orochimaru had to hold him back from using his strongest technique, Kirin, which would have wiped everyone out in one shot. Naruto can't even use the Nine Tails to bridge the gap between them, seeing as Sasuke easily managed to suppress it. But sure, assuming Naruto could use some of the Nine Tails chakra, the fight would be a little more even. It is important to remember that Naruto wasn't at his best, having had a long drawn-out fight with Orochimaru before this point. But still, even keeping all that in mind, Sasuke is just too strong. Sasuke was toying with Team 7 to the point where he was shown being faster than all of them without even using his Sharingan at all. This gap is so big that Naruto likely wouldn't do much better, even if he had a full one-tail cloak around him either. Even in his base form, Sasuke is just too much to handle. This isn't even thinking about things like Sasuke's different curse mark forms. The only hope Naruto really has of taking Sasuke down is if he ends up losing control and entering the Four Tails version 2 form. If he does, then the fight swings in his direction once again. Naruto has a frankly ridiculous amount of destructive power at his disposal, capable of using even mini-tailed beast balls. The one advantage Sasuke has is that Naruto cannot control himself in this form at all. He'll be fighting on pure instincts, which will give Sasuke the time he needs to set up a Kirin. If Sasuke can land this, then I could see him still winning out. But if he doesn't, then he really is as good as dead.
Ele conseguiu destruir a grama, velho.
Here we have basically the same Naruto of the time skip, but with a new very powerful jutsu, the Rasen Shuriken. Now at this point Naruto cannot throw it like he'll be able to later, but I don't see Sasuke not being able to dodge something like that. There's also the fact that Naruto needs 2 shadow clones to perform the jutsu, and, in character, Sasuke wouldn't let Naruto even prepare the jutsu. Sasuke wins this one. Sasuke, after getting his Mangekyo, pretty much had no idea how to use his new abilities, and he ended up having to fight B. He had little stamina, not even being able to control the amount of chakra he had to put into his new techniques. All of this resulted in him not exactly having the easiest time against the Jinchuriki. Compare this, however, to Naruto, who had a lot more time to train his Sage Mode. Thanks to this, he was much better at using it, capable of using his new sensory abilities to easily dodge some of Pain's attacks, barely even see. He's also physically stronger than Sasuke in this form, can now throw the Rasen Shuriken, which will cancel out the jutsu advantage Sasuke had with his Kirin. Basically immune to Genjutsu since he can fight with his eyes closed, solely relying on his sensory abilities. Pain-Arc Naruto would also have the help of Ma and Pa, both of who can use sensory Genjutsu, something Sasuke is weak to, as shown in his fight against Sage Kabuto. All in all, this would be a convincing win for Naruto. By the time the Kage Summit rolled around, Sasuke became a lot stronger, having had the time to actually learn all the things he was now capable of with his new dojutsu. Sasuke strolled in and challenged multiple Kage at once. Not only was he able to keep up with the fourth Hokage, he was even about to kill him. He didn't stop there, pretty much going straight from that into taking out Danzo. A lot of this was thanks to Sasuke finally learning how to use his imperfect Susanoo, a defense that proved invaluable in any fight he had. Still, this might not be enough to take down Sage Mode Naruto. While most people weren't able to get past Sasuke's Susanoo, Naruto would have had not much trouble at all. It really wouldn't take more than a couple of massive Rasengans or a few Rasen Shurikens to destroy the Susanoo. Sasuke does now have access to his Susanoo arrows, but Naruto might be one of the few people that can dodge them, especially when he's in Sage Mode. Even Kakashi was able to react to them with Kamui, after all. All in all, this is a closer fight, but I do see Naruto winning out here with high difficulty. However, while I think Naruto would win, he did himself say in the series that he and Sasuke would have killed each other if they fought, so it might be even closer than it seems on the surface. Of course, this gap gets bigger if Naruto ends up going berserk and using his six-tailed form. This form was so strong it gave the Diva Path a run for his money, forcing him to use the Chibaku Tensei. Chibaku Tensei is way stronger than anything Sasuke has up his sleeve, so I doubt he could do anything before Naruto would take him out. This fight is a little hard to talk about on paper. Naruto now has so much chakra at his disposal that even his shadow clones are a force to be reckoned with. Just a couple of them managed to take out the strongest Hokage who ever lived, take out Mu, even if that wasn't a one-on-one fight. Fights against Madara and even destroy Madara's wood-style technique. With all these shadow clones combined with how much faster he himself is now, he'd probably win in a straight-out fight. Sasuke, however, is no joke either. He was keeping up with the fourth Hokage before he ever got his EMS amp, so he can probably keep pace with Naruto even after he gets his KCM. Besides, Sasuke is the one person who knows Naruto better than anyone else. Would he let Naruto use his shadow clones however he wants? Well, if his fight at the Valley of the End is anything to go by, then the answer is no. So it's a very even fight, unless Naruto can manage to sneak in a few clones, in which case he managed to barely beat Sasuke. With KCM2, Naruto has access to all the chakra of Kurama, and this is a big deal considering that after seeing how much chakra Naruto was using and
já é nível lenda, ainda por cima, gente, ele é o QCM2, ele é fase 2, é como vocês dizem, eu gosto de falar que ele é o QCM2, né? Mas eu gosto mais de falar ele de modo Kurama.
During with the allied shinobi forces, Hashirama stated that he had almost as much chakra as he had. With this amount of chakra, Naruto can fire off Biju Damas as strong as the ones fired by 5 other Bijus at once. And I'm quite sure that with 1 or 2 Biju Damas, he could obliterate Sasuke's Susanoo, which is not only a lot weaker, but also slower than Naruto's Kurama avatar. The gap in strength is so apparent that Sasuke himself acknowledges this in the show, so that should tell you everything you need to know. Later on, Sasuke Susanoo does eventually grow legs, solving some of its biggest weaknesses. This gets coupled with him getting a Sage Chakra from Jugo, and even a QB Cloak from Naruto. All of these amps make Sasuke much stronger, though the fact that he needed them at all to still keep up really says it all. Besides, he wouldn't have the QB Cloak in a straight-up fight against Naruto either. So while his fight is much closer, Naruto would still end up winning. With all the buffs Naruto has with Sage Mode, he'd win this fight with mid to low difficulty. While the two were strong before, getting one half each of the Sage of Six Paths Chakra turned them into the strongest people on the planet. Their final fight at the Valley of the End is something we're going to be looking at. Starting off with the fight in their new base forms, the two were pretty much evenly matched. While Sasuke had the upper hand in a straight one-on-one, Naruto was able to close the gap thanks to some of his ridiculously powerful shadow clones. While before this might have been strong enough to beat Sasuke, he now has all the powers of the Rinnegan. He had just gotten the thing, and he wasn't that great at using it, but he managed to combine Bansho Tenin with his Enton to take all Naruto's shadow clones out. That would have been enough to take out the real Naruto for good too, since he was forced to use his Kurama Cloak first. Given that, I'd say base to base, Sasuke's stronger. Naruto definitely had the edge when he did end up finally using his Kurama Cloak though. At this point, Sasuke wasn't an expert at using his Rinnegans and Meno Tejikara, but he was still able to use it to swap himself with one of Naruto's truth-seeking orbs. There is one misconception a lot of people have here, that Naruto was going easy on Sasuke, trying not to kill him. This was true for most of the fight, and that's why Sasuke himself brought it up. Still, as the fight went on, Naruto did have to get more and more serious, until he had to use his strongest techniques too. Naruto's Kurama avatar seemed like it had the upper hand against Sasuke's perfect Susanoo, but Sasuke was able to fuse the chakra of all nine-tailed beasts with it, unlocking the coolest Susanoo we've ever seen. I personally consider the avatar seemed like it had the upper hand against Sasuke's perfect Susanoo, but Sasuke was able to fuse the chakra of all nine-tailed beasts.
Peraí, 6.000 Tsuki level, alto Tsuki.
With it, unlocking the coolest Susanoo we've ever seen. I personally consider this more a great feat than a cheat move, since almost most of Naruto's power lies on the Bijuu's power rather than on his own. With this new Susanoo, he forced Naruto into having to absorb a ridiculous amount of nature energy to not get blown away. The two then used their ultimate techniques. Sasuke used Indra's arrow and Naruto used the ultra big ball Rasengan.
Empata mesmo. O Naruto com a Kurama no modo Ashura. E o Sasuke no modo Indra, cara, com todas as bijus ainda, com as 8 bijus. E também com a Matatabe lá junto, e Sobu, Shukaku, Kato Kaula, Sogoku, Goku, Saiken, Chounei e Gyuki. Todas essas bijus.
Shuriken. The two were dead even, and all but drained the two completely of chakra. Next, the two had to fight in straight hand-to-hands, where they were again completely even. Sasuke did have less chakra left over than Naruto, but thanks to the Rinnegan, he managed to steal some of this and make up the difference. Their final Rasengan Chidori clash was again completely even. That's why both of them ended up losing an arm. All in all, Naruto might have been able to barely win if he hadn't spent some of his stamina trying to save Sasuke rather than fighting seriously and trying to kill him. But the two are really, really close.
Esse M2 e Sage Mode lá no filme The Last. Eu já assisti o filme The Last. Só que eu assisti eu assisti naquela hora que
The two are pretty much even when it comes to Boruto too. The two are much stronger than they were during the war, but time and time again, it's been shown that they are the only people on the planet that can keep up with each other. Sasuke, however, couldn't use the tail beasts anymore in a one-on-one fight, while Naruto should have no problem using Asura mode. That will tip the fight in his favor. Still, Sasuke does always have the option of using his space-time ninjutsu to just leave Naruto to starve in a different dimension, just like Ishiki did. All in all, I'd say Naruto has the slight edge here.
Sasuke lá. Naruto.
Honestly, I don't even know if we need to talk about this. Barrier mode is the strongest Naruto has ever been, to the point where he was manhandling Ishiki, while Sasuke couldn't even hold his own against the Ishiki when he was inside Jigen. This is a very one-handed fight, and even with his time limit, Naruto would take out Sasuke easily enough. He might be so fast that Sasuke wouldn't even be able to run away with Ameno.
22 milhões, viu? Caraca, velho, que forte, mano.
Chikara, so there is that too.
Isso aqui poderia acabar até comigo.
Naruto is currently in the middle of fighting Kodes, and we have some...
Daí é o Naruto sem a Kurama, né? Que ele perdeu a Kurama lá, né, Zé? Final de Boruto. E esse daí é o Sasuke, seu Rinnegan Supremo, por causa que o Boruto, o Borushiki, né? O Momoshiki, acabou com a raça do Rinnegan Supremo, Sasuke. Mas tem uma coisa, se acabou com o Rinnegan Supremo, não acabou com o Magiki e o Sharingan dele, eterno. Então será que o Sasuke... eu acho que o Sasuke é superior, rapaz. Porque ele ainda tem o Magiki e o Sharingan. Não é?
Of how strong he is now. He doesn't have the 6-path chakra anymore and is much weaker. Still, he does have a stronger version of Sage Mode that he can apparently use for longer than he could before. Sasuke, meanwhile, only has EMS, so he has taken a pretty big hit himself. He could probably still use the perfect Susanoo, seeing as Madara was able to do it when he didn't have either of his eyes. This will probably give him an edge in any fight they have. I think that currently Sasuke is stronger, but...
Porque só faz Rinnegan Supremo, sério.
Series and narrative has always gone out of its way to make the two relative in strength, so any fight they have would end up being a really close one.
Porque ele tem liberação de fogo do Son Goku, tem modo sabe e ainda consegue invocar o Gamabun tá lá e consegue acabar com ele. Porque o Gamabun já acabou, ó. O Sasuke lá.
That's it for this.
Tá errado isso daí. E bom, gente, como prometido, a gente vai assistir aquele vídeo do passado que ele disse no começo.
Anime scale here.
Sasuke, お前も知ってんだろ。俺が昔里のみんなに嫌われてたこと、お前を俺のライバルに決めた。なんで俺にそこまでこだわる？友達だからだ。
Yo, what's going on? Anime Scale here. Welcome to today's power level video. If you are interested in power scaling topics, hit the sub button and turn on the notifications bell. Now, enjoy the video.
Eu não vou ficar falando, rapaziada, porque já é a mesma coisa do que aqui. Nossa, eu sei que eu vou tirar com o assassinado aqui, Nossa, Seu treinamento, ó, melhor treinador do mundo, ó. Ela pode acabar com isso. Ah, agora vai sair. Isso! Nossa! Bom, no começo do vídeo eu coloquei mais vezes, tinha muito claro, isso é muito bom. falei.
Hi, if you reach the end, you surely would enjoy these other videos. See you there.
Tá bom, né? E bom, esse foi o vídeo, gente. Se vocês querem mais reacts de Power Levels de Naruto, é só comentar aqui, viu? Tchau. Não esquece de dar